Alright guys, we gotta talk about these rumors. Now usually I don't like making videos about rumors because most of the time they turn out fake. If you don't remember, a few weeks ago, these guys were put out there to the public, apparently being rumors. This guy right here, he looks passable. He looks like he could be real. There was a lot of thought and effort put into this one. I think what basically confirmed that it was fake was that the Japanese was off. This guy looks quite nice here. This one is just a bit like, okay, what even is that? But yeah, a few weeks ago we had these guys, and now we got more rumors with a lemur, a rabbit, and a platypus. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I want these to be real so bad, just so I can have myself a platypus Pokemon. Look at this guy. I didn't know how much I needed a platypus Pokemon until I saw this. I'm actually in love with him. He would probably become one of my favorite starter Pokemon of all time if he turns out to be real. Now, I'm sure you've already seen a lot of other Pokemon YouTubers make videos on this, so I'm not gonna act like I'm breaking the news to you or anything. I just wanted to share my thoughts and opinions on these guys with you because we've had plenty of leaks and stuff like that before. There's been lots of leaks that turn out fake, but there are also ones that turn out real. For example, if you remember last year, or the year before actually, 2016 was when Sun and Moon came out, god damn. In 2016, these guys were put out to the public and everyone dismissed them as fake. But then I think what sort of gave them credibility was this part here, where you see basically they revealed Mallow before Mallow was revealed, because Mallow's in this screenshot here, this is clearly Mallow, but Mallow hadn't officially, she wasn't a character we knew about yet. So that's what sort of gave these credibility. And they, of course, this is what we have today. This is Primarina, Incineroar, and Decidueye. These sheets are a lot more filled out than the rumors we have here, but I don't think that should discredit them in any way. They have the same sort of style going on. They have the Pokemon drawn out in different styles, doing their different attacks or whatever, showing their back off, showing them when they're angry, just exactly the same as in these sheets. And now obviously any good artist can adopt that, and they I'm not saying only Game Freak and Nintendo are capable of doing something like this, but this is very convincing. Even here it looks like they added they tried to add sort of an anime sort of screenshot just to add, if it is fake, they added a little Ash Ketchum hat being knocked off just to add credibility, because of course Incineroar, he's seen laying down with Ash and his friends. The main purpose of this video is to create discussion. PokeJungle has put out an article saying that the Japanese actually checks out. Because like I said, these old ones, well, besides the fact that it says confidential on them and they're in a photo frame, the Japanese wasn't that great if I remember correctly. But apparently the Japanese on these ones are it's accurate, it's good Japanese. But of course there are plenty of native Japanese speaking artists that could have, done this. And I'm actually quite surprised to see a lot of people reacting quite well to these. If you just look at PokeJungle's website, I'll link his article in the description, by the way, if you want to check it out properly for yourself. A lot of the reactions are positive. I really don't know what it is. These just seem real to me. If you showed these to me and were like, yeah, this is the next generation of starters, I'd be like, yep, I believe it. Starter Pokemon have always been really simple. I saw a few people replying to PokeJungle's tweet saying, oh, it's definitely fake. The platypus's beak looks too much like Psyduck. It's literally just and I saw a few other people saying oh, they're too much like their I guess the animals they're based off of. Have you seen a Charmander before? He's fairly unique, but he's very simple. He's a bipedal lizard with a little flame on his tail. Squirtle, he's a blue turtle with a squirrel-shaped tail. Totodile, he's just a small, you get where I'm coming from, right? Starter Pokemon have always had fairly simple designs because they're starters. They're small buddies to start your game off with. They're meant to be cute and appeal to both boys and girls. If you guys couldn't tell already, I'm in love with the platypus. He's definitely my favorite and I want him to be real so bad. One thing I have noticed with Pokemon designs is that they do take I don't want to say features from other Pokemon, but I guess they sort of do. If you start noticing Pokemon, there are lots of Pokemon with these little cheek things, just like Pikachu. I think the Pokemon company have realized that adding little cheeks onto their Pokemon make people massive fans of them. Like Krogunk is a fan favorite in Japan, and he's got like the little Pikachu cheek. I mean, fair enough, his inflate and stuff like that, and his have a purpose. They're like poison sacks, but he still has the little Pikachu cheeks. Obviously Pachirisu, I mean, Pachirisu is meant to be a Pikachu clone, but it still does have the little cheeks. Like, I didn't realize how many Pokemon had like, you know, even Baizel. Baizel doesn't have cheeks, but he has like the little Naruto dirt mark thing going on. Anyways, I'm getting a bit sidetracked. I'm sorry. I just love this little guy. He's amazing. He must be real. Please, mate, please let him be real. I would pay money to see this be a real Pokemon. Second favorite definitely has to be the rabbit for me personally. One thing I've noticed when it comes to starter Pokemon is that unless their colors stand out to me, I'm not usually a big fan of them. Because when Rowlet, Popplio, and Litten were first revealed, Popplio and Litten were the ones that stood out to me the most, because for the most part, Rowlet was just this beige color, which doesn't really pop out to me. You know, I'm an edgelord. I like dark and colorful colors. I'm not a big fan of like the pastels and beige and stuff like that, you know? So to me, this lemur, I'm sure it's going to turn out something cool. It's my least favorite, but I still really like it. And I think if these turn out to be real, they're probably some of the most solid starter Pokemon to date. I think Generation 7 had the most solid starter Pokemon since Generation 4. And I think Generation 8 would top Generation 7, honestly. Maybe I'm just saying that because I'm infatuated by this little guy. God, I really hope Pokemon puts out a trailer in the next few days being like, here's your starter Pokemon and Pokemon Switch. And it's just the Platypus baby being amazing. Ah, he's got poison spurs. That's something else I want to talk about. He's apparently got poison spurs. You know, I think in real life platypuses are poisonous. Maybe I'm wrong though. So apparently platypus venom is a thing. I'm not crazy. It's not like super deadly though, because apparently there's only been records of dogs dying to platypus venom and not humans. So that's reassuring. This little guy is harmless. But that means he'll be a water poison type surely, and that's a unique type for a starter. If they make him water dark somehow, I'm gonna be pissed. This guy here, what would his type be? If he's a pure grass type, I'll be a little disappointed because I do like having dual type starters. See, like, I immediately want to go for like the grass fighting route, because obviously, you know, when he's final evolution, he'll probably still be like some form of monkey. But I don't know, I mean, it's hard to tell early days with this guy. And with the fire rabbit, it's also quite hard to tell. I wouldn't be surprised if it was just a pure fire type, but hopefully it's not. I really want to see what you guys think in the comments. Obviously, coming to the conclusion that this is a water poison type isn't very hard, but I want to see what you guys think of these guys. I'm trying my best to think what would fit with them. This thing sort of gives me like Digimon vibes, which isn't a bad thing. It'll also be nice to have a rabbit Pokemon that isn't a straight up normal type. Also, I've been browsing through Twitter before putting this video out, and I see so many people saying, oh, these are quite clearly fake. These are obviously fake. No, they're not. They're not obviously fake. You're just saying that so when it does turn out that they're fake, that you can be like, I told you so. Just let people have fun. One of my favorite things to do is discuss things. I don't care if they're real or they're fake. I just want to hear what people have to say about them. Mainly because I love the designs of all three of these Pokemon. Some of the best times for a Pokemon game release is the hype leading up to it. I love seeing all the evolution theories. I love seeing people design their own Pokemon. I love people coming up with stats. I love seeing people theorize on what abilities they could have. I just love all of it, and I enjoy it thoroughly. So I hope to God that these are real, so I can get my platypus Pokemon. And so all you edgelords that are saying they are obviously fake can sit the fuck down. I also want to add, it's perfectly fine to think they're fake, but I just hate the whole, haha, it's obviously fake, guys, I told you so, shut up, nobody cares. Wow, you called a Pokemon leak was fake. Put that on your fucking resume. I'm joking, because nobody would care. But yeah, I mean, just let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm sorry if this video was a bit of a mess, it's just hard to try and get all my thoughts just like out there. I'm just sort of talking and hoping that it makes sense. So you got some homework to do. Number 1, do you think these are real or fake? Number 2, do you want them to be real or fake? And number 3, what types do you think each of the starter Pokemon would be? Let me know all of that in the comments. Let's start a discussion. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.